Hello, people of the internet. Yes, I'm talking to you. You. I'm here on USD CAD. I am going to be giving you guys a simple analysis on all these pairs that I have listed in my chart right here. And we're going to be starting off with USD CAD. Now, as you may see on the screen, I am actually in this trade. Um, I'm holding this trade over the weekend. It is currently Saturday. Um, Holding it as a swing trade in the 4-hour chart. Now why did I take this trade here? Simply put, on the 4-hour and even on the daily, we're trending down, right? I know, we're trending down. It's kind of obvious. You know how you see how it's not going up and it's going down? Like anyone can see that. Um, so yeah, I just entered a break and retest. So price broke, retested, rejected a couple times, and I got in, put my stop above the zone, and just targeted a 1-to-1. Not only that was my overall swing position, I also got a second entry on the lower time frames. The 15-minute was also trending down along with the 1 hour, so every time frame is lined up to take sells. We got this break and a retest of the zone here. After price has rejected, I entered and just same shit. Stop loss above the zone, target on the 1-to-1. Now, well, this is a little over a 1-to-1, but price still hit my target. So that was two trades on the same pair on different time frames. Just like that, everything is going down. Super simple trade. And we'll see if this ends up working out. It looks like it will. But if not, if price does decide to stall out here and come up and break past the zone, I will just exit out of the trade once price looks like it's going to reverse on me. There's no reason for me to hold it if I no longer believe price is going to continue down. That's USD CAD on the 4-hour. Going to GBP USD on the daily. On the daily, we are trending upwards. Super simple. I mean, if you're looking at all the way, all of this data, you would actually no. If you're looking from here to here, you would still say this is going up. But I'm looking at the more recent data, and price is heading upwards. Going to the 4-hour time frame is where we can see more clear structure heading up. And my analysis for this is I'm just waiting for a break above this key level. If we get a break above this zone and a retest, I will then look for entries to take buys on this pair. You could also possibly take a double bottom for longs if price does come back and retrace back into this zone and bounce up. You can also take those for longs. Doesn't really matter what you do as long as you have a super simple system and you can manage your risk well. Doesn't matter honestly what the fuck you do. It doesn't. Euro USD daily time frame trending upwards. You can either take this long. Actually, this is looking pretty good because why? Now, why does this look good? Because on the daily we're going up and price is making a double bottom. You're going down to the 4-hour. This could have been a break and retest trade. Price really didn't give me enough confirmation for me to take this retest, so I didn't take it. Here though, this is another opportunity to get into possible longs. The only thing that's a bit iffy is we have a lower high right here. So if you want to be more aggressive, if price starts to bounce upwards, you can just take that as a buy with your stop loss below the zone and your target at a 1-to-1. Or if you want to be more conservative, you can honestly just wait for a price to break above this zone, come back down to retest that, wait for confirmation, and then take that long. Although you would probably have to dip into the 1 hour to look at price action to see if it's rejecting or not. But either way, this looks like it would be a great trade if that does happen. We will have to see for next week. But you can also just take the double bottom as a buy. I mean, we're trending upwards, so you're trading in the direction of the trend, so it's pretty safe. NZD CAD. daily time frame, we're heading up. We did break above this structure point here. Lowering down to the 4 hour, we have more structure points, which we have a break and retest here, which it looks like price has already retested and has started to bounce away. So I'm not going to be taking that. I'm just going to wait for price to break above this resistance, then retest, and then possibly block buy if it looks like price is going to continue upwards. Trading is so fucking simple, but yet people make it out to be so damn hard. All it boils down to is just having a simple strategy that you can duplicate over and over again over the long term. If you can do that and manage risk well, I don't see why you wouldn't be profitable in the long term. Trading is hard, but it becomes very fucking easy once you grasp it. Going to AutoCAD, we're trending upwards. Seems like seems like everything is just trending up. It's interesting, very interesting. Anyways, this is more of a daily break, and this is a daily zone for sure. If you lower down to the 4 hour, 4 hour doesn't look as good. We're kind of ranging on the 4 hour in this section. So this looks like a daily break. I will just be waiting for a retest back into the zone. If price even does come back into the zone to retest, it might just break this high and continue higher. Which, if that's the case, I will, look for a break, a retest, possible buys to continue the trend. I'm just trading with the trend. I am not counter trading. I'm not trying to predict the top or the bottom. I'm just simply going with the trend. I'm not trying to predict. I just want to ride the trend. That is all I want to do. That is my main goal, my main focus when I trade each and every day. Euro JPY on the daily chart. This actually looks really good. We are heavily trending upwards. We have a nice break of this major resistance zone here, and we're coming back down into the support zone. Now, this will be a good area for possible buys, but we do have a lot of volume coming into the zone here. So we have a lot of selling pressure coming into the zone. What I want to see is for price to pull a little bit deeper into the zone and stall out and give me some nice rejection wicks. If price starts to bounce away from the zone, like I've been saying, I will just take a buy with a stop loss somewhere below this zone here. It doesn't matter where your stop loss goes, honestly, as long as it's a safe distance away from the zone. That's, it's perfectly fine. You don't need to worry about your stop loss placement that much. It's not a big deal. Just have it somewhere below the zone. That's pretty safe. And then your target, just a 1-to-1 to start out. And as you gather data, you can also just up it to like a 1-to-2 or whatever you wish. So GBP USD trending upwards on the daily 4 hour. Nothing too clear on the 4 hour, so we're just gonna go back to the daily. And on the daily, we did make a higher high here. We have a high, lower high, and then a higher high. So this is looking good for a double bottom right here. If price comes down into this area of support and it gives me some evidence that price is going to continue upwards, I will then take a buy, continuing the trend that it's already in. My stop loss placement will go underneath the zone and then target a 1-to-1, just like that. Now, something to note is you're not going to win every single trade, and you will have streaks of losers, which perfectly fine. It's going to happen. This is why you need to manage risk and not be a fucking degenerate. But there's always going to be people that are going to not manage their risk, fucking lose all their money, and then not blame themselves but blame on someone else, because people are crazy sometimes, man. That's I don't fucking know. I don't know. That's GG on the daily and 4 hour. GBP CAD. Interesting. So we are at these set of highs here, and price seems to be rejecting off this area. If we go into the 4-hour chart, price was trending upwards recently, but we did just crack out of this trend here, and we could be going lower. This could be start of a downtrend. You can take sells off of here if you really want to. If price is rejecting enough off the zone, yeah, sure, go ahead and then take sells. It doesn't fucking matter what you do. If I see price is gonna go down, I'll probably enter sells too, but I'm not too sure yet. I may just wait for price to break this zone, retest, and then look for sells there to then continue down. NZD USD daily going up. We did crack out of all of these highs right here. Going down into the 4-hour, we are at this 4-hour resistance zone here, but we are breaking past it. If price, breaks past it a bit more, and then we can come back down into the zone as a support, wait for a bounce to then, go long. I'm just doing the same shit over and over again. This really isn't complicated. Yeah. It's pretty fucking boring once you've been doing this for a while, and I've been trading for quite a while now. So it's pretty boring. On the daily, we were trending up, but we did crack out of this uptrend, possibly forming a new downtrend on the daily. Going into the 4-hour, we are in a full-fledged downtrend on the 4-hour, but there's really no setups on the 4-hour. If you continue going lower on the time frames, you can then start to see more structure forming, and you have this zone all the way up here, and then you also have this zone all the way down here. I don't really trade on the lower time frames anymore. I like to stick to the daily and H4. If you are a new trader, I recommend for you to only stick on the daily and H4 time frames and just trade with the direction of the trend. You will be much better off. You won't be confused as much, and it's just going to be a more enjoyable experience for someone who is new to trading, because if you go down to lower time frames when you're new, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and price moves pretty fast as you lower onto the 15-minute, 5-minute, or hell, even the fucking 1-minute. I used to trade on the 1-minute, and that shit was, I did it, but shit was stressful, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I just tell people to really stick to the daily and H4. Also the H1 if you want to. It really doesn't fucking matter what you do. It's all up to you. NZDJPY daily uptrend 4-hour. We are going up. Let's see. We have a high. We have a higher low, a higher high, higher low, and then a higher high. What am I waiting for? Well, it looks like price already retesting in this area for buys. So, if you're someone who wants to buy this next week, possibly this could be a good area to buy from. If you end up missing that trade, you can also just wait for a break above this resistance and then a retest, then continue the trend. You can also wait for that. USDJPY daily trending upwards, recently cracked out of the uptrend. Now we're making bearish movements down. What I am going to be waiting for on this pair is for a, I'm sure you guys already fucking guessed it. Just break, retest, so then sell. That's it. That's fucking it. I'm also drinking G Fuel. It's pretty good shit. Some energy, to help you focus while trading. That's what some of you guys need. Stay focused. CAD-JPY. What do we got going on CAD-JPY? Anything interesting? Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Alright, here's a tip for you guys. If you're on the charts, no matter what chart you're looking at, if you see that price isn't making any highs or making any lows, I wouldn't recommend trading it. I don't know where price is going to go on this pair. Price can just fucking range back and forth like it's been doing, crack above here, and then spike all the way down, spike back down into here, spike back up, and then continue ranging. It can do all this fucking bullshit. That's why when you're looking at charts and you see price doing this, it is better not to trade in this market environment. This is where you are going to lose most of your fucking money at. I know I did when I first got into trading. So what am I going to wait for? Well, simply put, price before this was trending upwards. So price could break past up here to then retest and then go long. If that happens, I'll look for longs here. But if price breaks below these sets of lows, you can then look for sells to then possibly continue this possible downtrend. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not going to trade it. I'm not going to trade that pair at all. Euro odd on the daily. Nothing too clear on the daily, to be honest, but if you go down to the H4, we do have downward structure here. And then if you do lower to the hour one, we are definitely turning down on the hour one, and we definitely do have a nice zone for possible sells here. So the price comes back up all the way into here. You can look for sells to then continue the overall trend of the market. I'm not really on the hour one a whole lot. If I do, it's just to look at price action. That's about it. But yeah, on the 4 hour, there's not too much. So I don't know if that's gonna give us any setups for next week. Probably not, but we'll have to see. Auto JPY on the 4 hour. The same thing. It's not really too clear. I mean, we're in an uptrend now. We're just ranging. I really don't know what price is going to do. I'm not trying to predict where price is going to go. That's pretty much a losing game. I'm just here to show me or let price show me where it's going to go. And right now, price doesn't know where it wants to go, so I don't know where it's going to go either. I'm going to let it do its thing until it gives me a clear direction on that. Daily, nothing on the daily, honestly. 4 hour looks like we're going to be turning downwards on the 4 hour, but there's no clear setup, so nothing to look at there. Daily, we could break past this low here. If we get a break of that low, you can then look for retests here to continue downwards. If you're looking at this on the 4 hour time frame, yeah, you can possibly take sells here. Actually, no, price I already retested that. Yeah, and then if you go on 1 hour, you do have these set of lows. So if you are someone who likes to trade on the 1 hour, probably see this, and you can take sells off that retest there. Yeah, there's not really too much to look at here on the charts. I mean, most of these setups. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9 possible setups for this week, and not all of them will set up. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty much my whole analysis for you guys here. It's honestly nothing complicated. I've been trading breaks and retests here for years, ever since I started my trading journey back in like 2020. 2020 is when I really took trading seriously, but I've known about trading since like 2018, 2019, somewhere's around there. But I didn't take it seriously back then. I traded, I tried to learn it, and then I lost money, and then just stopped for like a year or so, and then I got back into it and started to take it seriously because I really wanted to learn this skill and master it so I can make money, live a good life, be comfortable, and just chill. That's all. But if you like this video, great, like it. That's going to help me out a lot. If you don't like it, I really don't give a fuck.